big homie me. We out here at Heatseekerzz, as you can see. And I'm with the OG Mambo, you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Welcome to the studio, fam. I appreciate you coming out here. Thank you. Man,
It's a little journey, you know what I'm saying? We out here in the upper left, touching the whole Evergreen State today, you feel me?
You know.
Come on.
Yeah, I know it's a little drive, but that's like, what, I-5 to 167?
It's I-5. Actually, I was on 405 because I'm on the east side. 405, 167, 161.
Yeah.
3 freeways, you feel me?
So I know the traffic right now around this time. Yeah.
It's thick, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Y'all know about
Y'all
that
can stop
traffic.
moving here at any moment in time, bro. We got enough people in Washington, bro.
Facts. There's a lot of people coming from, you know, lower income states, and I think that's a major part of why they want to come here.
It is a bag out here, though. If you can find yourself in the right industry,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, you're going to be placed high.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And speaking of one industry, you know, specifically, there's a whole lot of it out here that needs to be cultivated and really just locked into.
Yeah.
As far as, you know, how it can grow and manifest into becoming something just as big as what Texas has,
Right.
as what New York has, LA has, Atlanta, Florida.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there is a culture up here.
For sure.
It's just the fact that the music scene out here in Tacoma, Seattle, Olympia, Everett, all the way to the east side, Yakima, Spokane, you know what I'm saying? All of them, like, it just takes us circulating everything out here, you know what I'm saying?
As you were speaking right now, bro, and I talk about it when I be OT, we're also so far from everything that our culture is isolated to that I-5 corridor. From the southern tip of Cali to where we at up here is removed, as opposed to like in the south, Texas, they can get a few different flavors. There's New Mexico. Texas gets big enough in itself, you feel me? Florida, they get people trickling down, coming to Miami often, so they get some of this different crossover. So if you're a local artist, there's more opportunities for you to run into somebody just on humbug, and they gonna take your stuff back to where they come from.
Right.
You meet somebody over here, they might go down the street to Portland, but if you got enough motion, your hands is already over there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not like they're gonna take it to. You could be in Atlanta and meet somebody from Charlotte or something like that, or wherever, South Carolina, and they get your emotion going a little bit different. So it does take us to be able to have the awareness. You know what I mean? Take the risk to move around a little bit.
Right.
And then as you move around, you're able to come back here and implement the pieces of game that you see. Like, oh, I saw this type of party over here, this type of event, or they got this type of community. How can we cultivate that in our own atmosphere where we don't got it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
And the key parts that I took away from what you just said is that a lot of people aren't doing the moving around. They're not taking the time to cross network with other pockets of people or other cliques out here, because you know there's cliques out here.
Right.
So like, and then there's a whole different other side of the background where people let other influences from the politics and stuff like that, or the streets influence, you know, who they're working with and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you know, not saying that you can't keep that in mind, but if you're gonna get to some money and get to some bags and stuff like that, like that should always be like, you know, okay, we're
secondary.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But
there has to be a level of if you're not an active beef, you can't just not work with somebody because they're from over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So that's another thing that I feel like a lot of people need to keep in mind too, when, you know, trying to elevate us as a whole culture.
Right.
You know, collaboration and networking is key. Popping out to these events, cross promoting and stuff like that.
That'd be a thing too. Like in a lot of these debates online and whatnot, a lot of the people that be talking don't be outside for real, bruh. Like, so they don't have a grasp on the culture. They don't know, oh, this is going on over here, or these are the movers and shakers for this. Because there's so many subcultures, and it's not just Seattle, bruh. I was listening to a Russ interview on my way over here, and he's talking about the way the world is set up now is so algorithmic that all the different subgenres of hip-hop, music, and culture, they're all thriving to a degree. It's the same thing in Seattle.
Right.
The college rap kids, the street rap kids, the melodic sing-song kids, the ones from the south, the ones from the east, they all have a little bit of their own community to where we could do 300-person shows, sold out each one. But none of those subgenres are collaborating to where, all right, let's do 1,000-person venue, a 1,500-person venue, to where we can pack it out and cultivate an actual culture, because we got all these different little subdivisions where it's like you feel like you don't have to. It's easy to feel like, especially if you don't move around, get on a plane, and you become the man in your section,
Right.
oh yeah, it's easy to feel like, oh, I'm doing it. I just gotta do this, and this. But you go to a South by Southwest, or you go to in Atlanta for LA, and you go to one of these showcases, and you be like, damn,
You gonna get humble real quick.
humble.
Yeah.
Like I'm on showcases, and I'm performing right before Trap Beckham, who got One Time for the Birthday, bitch.
Right.
Huge record. You feel
Right.
me? Like, that song's already gone. And he's still putting in work. So that just is to show, okay, if you don't have a record like that
Yeah.
already, that's gold, platinum, getting plaques, that means you should probably be moving around at these places if he's moving around these places.
Right.
And he feels like he doesn't have enough.
Right.
You feel me? Then
Right.
you should definitely want more if you below that level. And the majority of people out here, with the exception to, the handful of the ghosts that people got in, they don't got one of those yet. You don't got a single, there's only one person who got a Blueberry Faygo out here. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
And people don't even talk about that like they could. Because if you go to Lyrical Lemonade, that's one of the top 5, top 10 videos that Cole Bennett has in general, ever, all time.
Mm-hmm.
That's compared to Lil Yachty. That's all the greatest people in the game, and he come from right in our backyard. People don't really peep the game on. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
what's what? And he's moving around too. So if Lil Mosey got to move around, and he got Blueberry
Shit, we
Faygo,
definitely
got to move around,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's basic.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's key to it right there. You said Trap Beckham was moving around, Mosey is moving around.
Right.
Shit, that needs to be drilled inside of everybody's heads. Not to have the ego to be like, oh shit, like, okay, this record is hot and my city is showing love. But there's a bigger picture to it than just your city.
Right.
Right. Especially if we're gonna put a whole section on the map. There's too much talent out here to be just like, undermining ourselves and defeating ourselves.
Yeah.
is one thing that we're great at.
You ain't lying.
So moving forward, I think us as a whole needs to keep the bigger picture in mind.
It's interesting because it doesn't impact our athletics the same, right?
Right.
Like when it comes to being a Seahawk fan, we all on one page.
Right.
The whole parade, everyone outside. When it comes to the hoop community out here, everyone be on one page. They know who the next one. They know when Paolo coming. They know when the boy at Rainier Beach come. They know. But for our music community, you're right, bro. It's easy in entertainment too for people to kind of turn their nose up or had an era to try and compare. If you comparing the other people, local people, to a national market, they're never going. It's always going to be easy. Oh, that platform, they're not as big as this, or he's not making songs like this.
Right.
Instead of this, how we build it up. This how we cultivate it. Who's making any sort of noise? Who's playing the game the right way? Do you understand your job? If you're in the media, do you know what that means to be in media? If you're an artist, do you know what that means to be an artist? Are you a performing artist or are you a recording artist?
Right.
Do you write songs? Do you do that? Understand the job. And when you understand the job, then you can respect the people who's playing the game right. Because like when you look at the hoopers, it's easy to tell who went to dribbling camp,
Right.
who's practiced they shooting, who did they things, and if you fit these prerequisites, oh yeah, come on, you can run.
Right.
Be creative in your own style, but as long as you are not going to be doing moving screens and traveling with the ball,
Right.
come on, you can run. Because
Right.
they understand their job. So in entertainment, if everyone understood their job, it'd be easier to see somebody moving and be like, oh, okay, I might not even like his buddy music, I might not like her song, but they're playing the game for real.
Right.
Like, I don't play center. I getting all the rebounds, that doesn't look cool to me. I want to shoot, but that person's getting rebounds. Like, man, you feel me?
Right.
And the
Key part.
people, yeah, as people understood their part, they played a little different. The problem is we got a lot of people out here who's in a point guard body that want to play center. Or that's in a center body that want to do this. And you can augment it, you can be both things, but if you go, you got to understand where you are and then where you want to go and all the things that come in between there, you feel me?
Right.
There's not enough students in the game out here. There's a lot of people think they got to figure it out, and it's only because they ain't moved around. When you move around, you be like, damn, I ain't got to figure it out yet.
Right.
You can ask any artist that's been here, that's toured, the first thing you see when you go is like, oh, what I thought it was, it's not. I thought I only had this many fans, but I actually have this many. I just had to go here for people to see, and not to be someone in my backyard. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
Students to the game.
Yes, sir.
And one thing, so I was talking to Tone from Man Listen, and Real Rob was also on there, right? So going back to what you said about the sports community, right?
Right.
Key thing, key word, community. So I am strongly a firm believer in unity in the community, right? And we're talking about that. So I wanna show you a prime example of what happened right in our face that I had gave flowers to while talking to Tone and them.
Right.
I said Rob was promoting his song Land of the 12s throughout the whole entire season from week 1. And as the Seahawks were rising up and we were getting to the playoffs, getting to the Super Bowl, his numbers started going up. People were migrating to his page, watching everything go down, right? And, you know, he's performing in these bars. There's people packed out in there. Right. He's at the tailgates, you know what I'm saying? He's doing the job that's necessary to do to be able to level himself up as an artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get that exposure. Be out there. Went down to San Francisco in the Bay. You know what I'm saying?
Tailgates,
and all that stuff, and performed in a bar out there. They loved it. So he found his community like that, right?
Right.
And that happened right in our face. And what I'm saying is, if he was able to find his community, and that community, which showed empowerment into what he was promoting, you know what I'm saying, can do that for him, why can't we do that for ourselves as a whole?
Right.
And not just one individual, but as a whole, you know what I'm saying? And going back to being students of the game and playing your positions, a lot of people out here, they're the ego. This is what Tone was talking about.
Yeah.
The ego gets to them before the unity is realized.
Right.
And then from there, it kind of goes, it spreads out, and then it's like, oh no, I don't need to reach out, or I don't need to do this. But what you just said about Trap Beckham, and what you said about Lil Mosey still putting in footwork, goes back to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're still working.
Right.
So why are you not?
This is what I don't understand, and I don't think people study it. That's what I'm saying. If Jake One is still producing beats, when he don't have to make another sound. He's got at least 30 songs that's double, triple platinum that he produced on.
Come on.
Future, Playboy Cardi, 50 Cent, DJ Khaled, Rick Ross. Bro, like we could just name an artist and he probably made something for him, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's still cooking? You should probably still be cooking.
Right.
And that's what the other hoopers see when they look at LeBron, who's been to the playoffs 15, 20 times, did all this, and he's still working. Cats is like, all right, if I want to have an impactful legacy, I'm gonna have to do this. Is the new bar. Jordan was the bar before. Boom, double back, came back, 45, switched jerseys. That was the bar before. Kobe was the bar. Dropped 81. There's always gonna be a new bar. And out here, I think people are not looking at that. They look amongst their peers and be like, well, if I got as many views as such and such, or if I perform at the same place that Whoop-De-Wop's at, oh, okay, well, yeah, I don't need to reach it. That's what Seattle's biggest problem. I don't need to do that, bro. Like, I could, but I don't know. It don't take that much effort, bro, to jump in your car. You could get anywhere, bro, from Puyallup to Everett with 30, maybe $40 worth of gas.
Right.
Anywhere.
Right.
You put your little 30, 40 hots in the tank, and you slide and you pull up and you make whatever moves. You pull up on the platforms, you show up at the shows. People be too much like, I don't need to go. Why would I go watch that show? I've seen bro before, like, I don't need to. People, that's the same thing that happens with streaming and projects out here. People don't listen to understand. When somebody drop, when I see a Oblay, a Mafi, a Louis, I listen, bro, because I'm listening to what stories is they telling. Right. I don't know these niggas like that. These are my homies, we cool. But in them songs, you putting different feelings in there. Let me listen to what the stories. What's your perspective on the city? Right. What's your perspective on this? People don't listen because they're not only they're not students of the game, but they forget that they fans until one of their big people come out. Right. Let Cardi B pop out here. Let Gunna be somewhere, and everyone's cramming into Sarajevo that only holds 300-400 people, but they're in line paying $500 to get through the door. The bouncer sneak in for this thing that they think is big. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing that they could cultivate that same type of energy if they use that fandom. Like, you a fan of this person because you like music. Right. So that means you should be able to hear music at every tier on the way down and have an appreciation for it. You feel me? Right. People forget that they fans, bro, and they get too big, bro, thinking being on the court. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And being, I think people need to shift their mindset on, you know, even though somebody may be from your city or from your town, doesn't mean an opportunity won't be presented to them. Because look at Cooper Kupp. Let's go back to the sports. And, you know what I'm saying? Right. He's from out east, but played in LA. He's major. Won the Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying?
2
Twice.
Super Bowls,
So,
MVP one time.
yeah, and he's a lead receiver. You know what I'm saying? So come on now.
Little white boy from Yakima.
And
You know what I'm saying? Like that just blinded.
yeah, and I wanna talk about a lot of the people that was on the list. How many people do you know that are on there? Are you familiar with any of them?
The one that you posted, pretty much everybody except for like 1 or 2 that I had to like go see who this person, like there was one thing, her name's like Shalea. I've heard of her. When I clicked, didn't recognize her name, but I've seen her perform at shows before or other showcases. So there were some people that I got familiar with just by clicking on their page. But for the most part, I knew everybody. I at least heard their name before or seen that they made a song. And like Jack just came back. I did shows with 2,000 Baby. So there's a lot of people I've seen before, you know what I'm saying? That's on that list. It felt valid to me, you know what I'm saying? And what I think a lot of people missed is it's your opinion. You saying this, there's a lot of people out here. It's like being like, there's a lot of people in the NBA, but my favorite 3 players are so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. Be like, nah, bro, that's your favorite player, why? You're like, well, I might just happen, the 3 people on the list might just be great shooters. Right. I don't want nobody who can dunk. Right. You like those guys because they can dunk. I don't want nobody who can dunk. I want the nigga who can shoot. That's what I like. You feel me?
And if I was them, I would have been like, fuck your opinion.
Come on.
I'm gonna post mine.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? As a platform, Double XL does it.
Yeah.
Dizzler does it.
Yeah.
You know, if World Star happened to say, oh, these are the hottest artists of the year, you know, Billboard's fucking does it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's no different than that. So, as far as anybody taking it personally, my suggestion and a lot of other people who suggestion that I've talked to about it is saying reach out to, it's not just my platform, but anybody's platform so they can get familiar with what you're doing, what's going on in the city. Maybe they could reach out and be like, hey, you know, after you introduce yourself, let's get you to come onto the platform. Let's get you a little campaign run.
Also, bro, my fault to cut you off, bro, but also to credit you, the media platforms also have to be receptive to doing the work. You're doing your job.
Right.
You made that list based on journalism that you have done, research that you have done. I have seen these posts. I have done the research to go in and validate. Everyone on that list, you could pull up either a song, a video, a show, some move that they made that validates their position on that list. So when somebody reaches out to you, you're going to make those steps to look it up. Some people, because of the clickiness, they're only gonna shout out. Like there's some platforms that might make that list and it's only their homies, and that's cool too.
Right.
If it's only your home, but everyone has to be willing to, like, you did your job. That's why I had no issues with it. Everyone I see it on there, I can click and go, all right, this can make sense. I can see why this person might be here. Is there other people that could be on there? Hell yeah, there's always gonna be more people that could be on there, bro. There's a new artist who made a song today we haven't heard, but he's gonna be phenomenal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you doing your job and researching is also what makes it available. So if someone reaches out to Heatseeker and says, yo, I just dropped this project with so-and-so, or I spent this much time creating this sound and I'm introducing it, you can go and you're going to go look and validate that. And then, like you said, it leads into, all right, come on the platform, represent the song. Let's see if my audience likes it too. I can't guarantee they do, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We can give it a chance though, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's not enough that's my little theme takeaway for the rest of you, bro. Just do your job, bro. Know what that is.
Right, and I try to be as unbiased as possible. Like, for example, I'll tell you like this. When I made the list and I was accrediting everybody, you know, note-wise, of who should be on the list and stuff like that, I seen a lot of moves being made from people who are going out of state, you know, as far as the marketing, the quality of what they're producing and stuff like that, their star status. And when I say star status, it ties into the marketability. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then you know, the talent and stuff like that. So it's all there. When I make this list, these are the people that I've known about and that I know of, heard about, seen them working right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? And to anybody who addressed the list after I had posted, you know, just it's as simple as making it familiar to the platform, to me, And that's really all it is. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody that's working, to be honest. But those are the ones that's on the list, that's on the hot list, watch list for 2026.
And I think you should take it at, bro, honestly, I mean, there's been a couple, like Respect My Region, I think might have did one where I was on. But there's been lots of lists that have come about, bro. And I wasn't on all them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? There was, if there's been 30 lists, I might have been on 5 or 10, you know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't, so what you do is you just continue to work.
Right. Now
there's a list that came about. Somebody thought my name should be up. You're just supposed to focus on the work. I think too many people is concerned with, bro, you didn't shout out this person, and man, what about this person? And they're kicking themselves like they didn't get shout out. I'm just letting you know right now, like, and one day in my butt, I didn't get no more chili just because I was on that list. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not. It should invalidate you. It's supposed to be a good look. It's like somebody telling you good shot when you're playing basketball.
Right.
That means good shot. Keep selecting shots like that. You playing this way is going to be efficient for you to be successful. Keep going. That's all that is. And if you wasn't on there, you just keep working, and eventually people was going nah. Right. You reach out and you make your issue. But I honestly, another thing that happened in front of everybody's eyes here in Washington, we all just watched this cat Orange Goodman come out the
woodworks.
Already had some numbers though. Was already like people know, like my engineer, he worked with Milo before Lost Boy. He's worked with a lot of cats. But from October 8th to now, he's been dropping that single once a day all the way until he was on Justin Timberlake's stream in La Russell's backyard. Got himself a new deal all in front of our face, but he wasn't doing nothing but setting his phone up like that. I got 106 and he set the phone up right here. I got 106. Go right here. And post every one of them joints.
Right.
That's all he did, bro. Off a phone, bro. Off this little Apple phone, bro.
Get bitch off the phone. Yeah.
So, and it happened in front of cats, and then people be surprised when shout out March 6th we got this show. I've got K God rocking. K God's doing the same thing with the Goofy record.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Shout out to K God because he is working.
That's what you're supposed to. So, bro, when I went to some of these platforms on OT, and I'm sitting with Holiday, and we with Mr. Collie Park, and all these big execs, bro, they say the same thing. Service your single. That's why when y'all see me perform later, I'm talking about it's me when I'm servicing my single. You guys gonna hear that until everybody's heard it. Until it's undeniable. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to service your single, bro. Orange Goodman gave us a platform. Showed you. Took his single. He has a whole album that released. And all he talked about was 8 bars. It wasn't even the whole hook. Yeah. I got 189. And they said, ooh, cool. And it just kept going, bro. So pick you your $106. Get you on your phone, get you some video people you rock with, and then just push the content, bro. Keep going. If you hit him over the head, forget about everybody else. You don't think there's people that's in Tacoma who's like, bro, I'm tired of bro post. Bro, you see he posted it again, bro. You know what?
Right.
And then that same person was like, damn, bro, he was just with Justin Bieber, bro. Justin Bieber singing this shit. Like, it's gonna happen like that, bro.
It's gonna happen.
And it'd be right there, but you don't gotta look far. People think they gotta look far, bro. It was right there. This man was going to Seattle studios. He was in Puyallup. He's in Tacoma. He was all around where everybody be at, bro. Doing the same thing. Sitting crisscross applesauce, singing his little song to his phone. Right. And it worked. So I'm sure if you come up with your own strategy, it could work, bro. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro.
And speaking of strategy, man, you've been moving around the map for a fat minute, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about a couple of your projects and the previous works and upcoming works.
Yeah, for sure. Man, so what got me moving the most, man, shout out to DJ Holiday. We released a tape called Almost Missed My Flight. And once we took that off, bro, the conversation I had with him, different A&Rs on how to service the record, that just had me moving from state to state. Actually, it's not like I didn't want the video, but Holiday was the one who was like, bro, this Currency record, if you don't shoot a video to that, bro, I don't care how you have to make it happen.
Right.
So locked in with Musa, boom, flew Shorty out. We shot the video, made sure she was cool, locked that in, bro. On the project, we got The Boy on there, we got Nefta Pharaoh on there. So some dope features and projects on there. And then that led into me being in Atlanta so often and just recording with different producers that I started to cultivate a new sound, which is what the It's Me record that I'm pushing is, where it's a little bit more melodic friendly, still pen heavy, where I'm getting the bars and punchlines off, but sonically there's a feeling that it invokes that fits more this direction that I'm going, man. So I dropped a project to kind of preview that sound called Upper Left Party. Since we're in the upper left corner of the map,
right.
From Everett to Portland, I got features from J Key on there, who's an Everett native. I got some Seattle heads on there. I got Louis from Tacoma on there. Swigo Mandela's on there from Portland. So the whole part was to cultivate, shine a light on the city, bro. And then just now, actually, just dropped a project with Louis again, and it's a whole different thing. Afro beats, island vibes type thing. We cooked that all in like 2 sessions, man. So when I was out there in Atlanta, we just locked in, made the first half of the project, doubled back like a month later, finished the rest of the project, put that together. That's called 2-Man Mission, and that's out now. And then we gearing up. I got another one that's in the vaults called Dancers and Doobies, man. So y'all can imagine what that is. That's for all the ones who put that cushion in the air and the ones that shake their derriere, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's just some smooth vibes, definitely uplifting, West Coast, got some bounce to it. I got Antoine Vincent producing on there. Shout out to Biscuit and Butter produced on there. Got Colleen Bone on there, some of the classic people I've been working with. And yeah, just homegrown, bro. Just keeping going, one foot in front of the other. Servicing the records that I got, but also making sure my core audience and the people that's here with me now, I got new plates of food for you guys to enjoy while we're on that journey and everyone else is coming to the party, you feel me?
Facts. Facts. I love it, bro.
I got it.
And I want to keep you. I don't want to keep you too long and everything like that, because I respect your time and efforts coming out here, bro.
No, I appreciate
it. We're gonna leave it off like this. Let them know exactly what's going on, what single you got coming, because we're about to drop that mic drop.
Yeah, say no more, man. It's your boy OG Mambo, live and direct, man. Ill Society in the building, man. It's Me single is out now. Upper Left Party is streaming everywhere. Tap in, tune in, man. We with the Heatseekerzz, man. 4K Media, man. What we doing, man? Come on, bro.
Work.
Appreciate you, G.
Yes, sir.
It's all good, man.
It's me when you're trying to catch a little vibe. It's me anytime you need that good. It's me get you everything I could. It's me always gonna be me. It's me. It's me when you're trying to catch a little vibe. It's me anytime you need that good. It's me get you everything I could. It's me always gonna be me. It's me. It's me. Don't stress. I lead. She press. I'm home. Undress. Thank God. I'm blessed. Fine shit. My bitch. Honey, my wrist, can't help it, goddamn it, I'm cold. My bitch get whatever she want. Ride it, slide it, fly it, private. Just pick a place and we go. You ain't even gotta bring no clothes, no. It's me when you're trying to catch a little vibe. It's me anytime you need that good. It's me get you everything I could. It's me always gonna be me. It's me. It's me when you're trying to catch a little vibe. It's me anytime you need that good. It's me get you everything I could. It's me always gonna be me. It's me. It's me. And I know my baby gon' ride. She just wanna catch a little vibe, thinking she could be my little one. Right now we outside.